So Chief Sam DiGiovanna, thanks for joining us. This devastating wildfire in Maui caught everyone by surprise, something very uncommon for the tropical islands of Hawaii. Now, you're from California. How do wildfires differ in the two states?
Well, I'll give you an example, what a Santa Ana wind does. And they experienced kind of a high pressure system that created a little Santa Ana wind over them. Get in the shower and take a shower and come out and your hair's wet. Put a hair dryer on it. In about 3 to 5 minutes, it'll be bone brittle dry. And that's what happens over there. That Santa Ana wind is actually like a hair dryer on that island, and it dries the fuel moisture out within 24 to 48 hours. So the fuel moisture content became very dry, just like we have those conditions. This was a fuel and wind driven fire over in Maui. We have fuel and wind driven in California, but we also have another component called topography. So we have a lot more hills, and we know that fire burns 16 times faster uphill than on a flat surface. So they experienced pretty much like a Santa Ana wind that we get, or Northern California gets Diablo winds. They're warm, dry winds every year in the fall, and that's where we see these fires, and they experience something that they normally don't get, but they just rare occasion that this happened.
So what should people do to escape this kind of fire if they find themselves in a similar situation?
Well, follow whatever. Of course, power outages are out, but you have to listen in your portable radios and listen to what the fire officials and emergency services directors are asking you to do, where to evacuate and where to go. It's a little difficult when you don't have the communications. All the communications are out right now due to the fire and the wind, so it's hard to communicate. Most people have to listen to their radio, cell phones, get information. Alerts are being posted off of that, and then ham radio operators. So that's the big thing.
They seem to have the worst case scenario there in Maui, high wind plus power outage. What other challenges are firefighters up against?
The big issue, David, is the fact that it's an island. Unlike, say, California or the mainland, we have plenty of resources to draw from. There's only so many resources over on the island, so it's very hard just to call mutual aid for fire trucks. You have to load those up in boats or by aircraft and fly them in. That's very time consuming, and this fire is moving at a very rapid rate of spread. Also, the roads over there are inaccessible, and they're very narrow, small roads into little villages. So we've got a lot of things that are going against us as far as this is concerned.
All right, Chief Sam DiGiovanna, thank you very much for sharing your insights.